be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So the Cardinals come out, and they are led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Man, time flies, Greg. The #1 overall pick in 2019. The 7th year for Murray leading the Birds.
I just love watching Kyler Murray play quarterback, Mike, because it just reminds you that they come in all shapes and sizes. I mean, to be this small, but this fast and have that much arm talent, you just don't see that combination very often, let alone in the NFL. But we are now more than a year removed from that knee injury. I think he's ready to prove that he was worth that #1 overall pick just a few seasons ago, and he considers himself one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL now that he's fully healthy again. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. He'll try to run for it. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
We'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
He is tough to bring down. They finally do. Somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, Murray. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And he did everything he could. He's trying to keep this play alive, but there's just too much penetration from this defensive front, and they end up taking him down behind the line.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That ball caught, it's Zay Jones. 17 yards that time from number 17.
17 yards. That's another Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll toss it to the right to Connor. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
He's brought down back at the
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, They're able to get you down for a loss.
Pass complete there to Harrison. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Young hands it to Hubbard. He'll push forward for about a yard. Team Davis Gaither there to make the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
On the return, it's Dortch. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Cards offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. Now they'll pitch it out here. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Back to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On 3rd down, Murray. He's going to air this one out for Jones. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
The Panthers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Another run here with Hubbard. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
37-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Young. That one taken in by Ted McMillan. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Pickup. 1st down, Carolina.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On the ground, this is Hubbard. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that screenplay, and a 1st down.
1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his 1st target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Dowdle. He's in! Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Panthers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. He's got it. Panthers move out to a 7-3 lead.
Panthers 7, Cardinals 3.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Cardinals offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Murray to throw. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
That's good.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Power run inside. Here's Connor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. 1 quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. 2nd quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. As we are ready to get back underway. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. They'll run with Connor. Crazy. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Murray on third down. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
A gain of 6. That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Play is made there by DJ Wano.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
Give them 14 on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here to Connor. Into space. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Cardinals.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge. And then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up 1st and goal.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
3rd and goal. Murray. And that is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red.
Now, Jonathan Gannon not sure here about that call, and he wants them to take another look.
Under review.
They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So, a good challenge there. The look was conclusive. The feet were in, and this will be ruled a complete pass. Chad Ryland now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cardinals are on top. It's now 10-7.
Panthers 7.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Young, throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the bootleg, it's Young. That is left side and caught by Evans. And they'll get enough for here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A 2nd down throw for Young. That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field, trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. A powerful run just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the 1st down. It is 1st and goal.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard, touchdown Carolina.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. He's throws, got it. And the Panthers are on top. It's 14-10.
14, Cardinals 10.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Murray now. Off the bootleg. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
45-yard line.
Murray with a give to Connor. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
We're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Connor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll have more from Glendale. After this, it is 2nd and 9. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points. I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
2nd and 10. Throwing Murray. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball. They get the man, and it's no gain.
It's 3rd and 10.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. There he goes again. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now Ryland for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Panthers 14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw, Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. The Panthers will take their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Panther.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's the pistol snap to Young. That's caught. It's the tight end Sanders. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 3-point game. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call, and it results in a first down. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Panthers have tied it at 17.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Panthers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. Now Young. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. Boom! And they will finally let him down. A big play for the Panthers. It's a gain of 34.
First down.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback, and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there. They face 2nd down and 7. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Out of a shotgun. Young. The pressure's too much, and he goes down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. The Cardinals offense and their veteran running back James Conner set to take over again. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Start this drive on the ground, and it's Conner. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
That's good.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Murray now to throw on 1st down. That's caught left side by Ryman. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a give running left. It's Conner. Woo! And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
Mike, you know the best time to pick up 1st downs is? On 1st downs. Don't wait for 3rd down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 1st downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
They'll go right back to Conner. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
2nd down, Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Scrambling to his left. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it, and it's Connor. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Young. That one's hauled in the side by McMillan. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. It's a great example why. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Renfro brought in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Open man, that's Renfro. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Young. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll get about 5.
Jalen Thompson on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Hubbard. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Young. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike, but 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. To return is Greg Dortch. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Cards offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A give, running right. It's Connor. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Murray now on 2nd down. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 3rd down, Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is not the way downfield. Incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Tremble comes in motion. On play action, Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's a Carolina first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. On the bootleg, it's Young. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will get into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard, touchdown, Panthers. He had the touchdown run earlier, now add a TD reception.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Murray now, off the bootleg. That'll be taken in by Connor. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Connor now, running to start this 4th quarter. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd down and 3. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup at 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Play action now. It's Murray. That's caught downfield Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Mark him down right at the 10-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 42 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On the give. This is Connor. Good running on display there, taking it to the 5, but now it is 3rd and goal.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun, Murray. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So out is Chad Ryland in a big spot here. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. To throw is Young. That's taken in by McMillan. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
A gain on the play. 1st down, Carolina.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it here with Hubbard. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's a toss left side. It's Hubbard. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
Thompson on the stop.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Young. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
First down, Panthers.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Young. That one complete to Leggett. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Young. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Carolina. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Fitzgerald now for the extra point. He's got it. The Panthers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Cardinals 20.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Dortch now to return it. Whoa! He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Connor. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Murray. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds for the 1st down.
That's good.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll run it on 1st down with Connor. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll get this out to his running back. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. Now Dave Canales has reached for the red challenge flag, and they'll get a second look. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, Murray will look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To throw again is Murray. He'll try to work the screen with Connor.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
Good hustle by the defense. He beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. and they will turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. There's a handoff to Hubbard. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Young gonna keep it himself. And he's gonna be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll drop to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Carolina.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. Down to a knee one more time. And that should just about do it. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They were the